What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Road to 300. Hasn't really been that exciting because I've been trying to explain a lot of things in as few videos as I possibly can and trying to keep it as basic as possible. I apologize if I'm talking a little bit too fast. I'll try to slow down to a pause, if that makes any sense. Anyway, we're starting off immediately where we picked off. And we're going to go ahead and hit our mission tabs because we did a bunch of stuff. And we're going to click. And we're going to get a bunch of rewards. So we got ticket summons. We got what's it called? The Dokkan anniversary coins. We got some items. And we got 2 stones, right? So there's our daily stones. What do we have to do? Clear any stage once. Oh, so that's easy. Let's go ahead and jump into the start menu. Now, this is very important. So now I'm going to explain this. So your quest tab that you go in your generic Dokkan quests, which, you know, great place to passively farm stones. There's thousands of stones in there, I would imagine. Your event tab is where you're going to spend most of your time when it comes to endgame content. Portal of Memories is as you do events, as time progresses, you'll get keys and you'll be able to revisit any of these story events. Now, see what I mean when Dokkan is kind of overwhelming, dude? Holy shit, there's a lot in here, dude. Again, we're going to take this slow. We're going to farm out each one slowly throughout this series, and I'll show you tips and tricks and what units are good, what units, so on and so forth, right? Your growth tab is more like any growth tab portal memories that aren't available right now. The challenge tab is the same thing, certain events, but all Dokkan Fest events are up right now. These are kind of more very specific rotational events. Z Awakening are... all the events are available right now. Limited is like, dude, I don't even know what the limited tab is, but I'm pretty sure they're available right now. So the world tournament, obviously we can't participate in the world tournament because it has already passed. So don't worry about too much of that. Next world tournament we will participate, and I'll try my hardest to get far depending on what we got. Ultimate Clash is locked behind level 150. So we'll get there eventually. Chain Battle, same thing, is locked. Baton Battle is a passive mode that if this was up, this actually would be very valuable. But don't worry about this too much. We can't do anything with it. Oh, we're going to actually get something. But this doesn't require you to have a God level box. It's kind of a passive thing to get stickers and to do... it's a passive play to get passive rewards. But it's not open right now, so we can't do anything about it. So when Baton Battle comes, we'll do that as it comes, right? So that's the generic overview. If you go to the event tab, just a quick overview. This is the story event. There's a whole bunch here, man. There's a lot for us to do. There's a lot of units for us to get, and a lot of units for us to focus on, and a lot of things to grind. So I'll try to keep this concise so we can get a more diverse box again, so we can do other events in the game. Your growth tab is a very important tab that I am going to spend some time doing right now, because these are where a lot of your dailies are at. So if you go up and you start from like once per day, once every 7 days, they'll tell you it's a week's event, and so on and so forth. Your potentials, these are locked. You have to get to level 50 and do the epic showdown stage, which is where? Oh, this one. So you have to do this showdown. You have to complete all the stages. I believe stage 2, right? Also, if you want descriptions of the event, if you click on the event, so let me go back. If you hover over the event, come on, load, come on. If you hover over the event and you click the little eye icon, it shows you the description of the event, what goes on, the duration, so on and so forth, what you can get from it, what kind of rewards it rewards per the stage. Kind of a generic overview. Your Pan event is very important. The Turtle School training event is very important. The World Tournament Hercule event is really important. The Battle of Awakening medals is in the beginning is very important, but as you play the game passively, you'll just get a whole bunch of free Awakening medals. So that's a general overview. We'll go back to the growth tab. This is the challenge tab. This is where you're going to go for your boss rush. So it's a big rush of bosses. Kind of a gauntlet, you know what I mean, of all these events down here. kind of a mix and match, you know what I mean? We'll be using that a lot as well. We'll be challenging those events. And there's a lot of events here. Again, don't worry about a lot of this stuff. A lot of this stuff is you have to do these events to awaken certain characters. Hello and welcome back, everybody. I'm sorry about that, dude. My OBS Streamlabs just kind of glitched the hell out, dude. Oh my god, I'm so sorry about that. Okay, so where were we? I was explaining. I'm gonna keep an eye on this, so if it keeps cutting out, I might have to like fix some things. But where was I explaining? Don't worry about too much about all this stuff. As we get units, as we do events, I'll explain good strategies for doing certain events. Some events are easier than others, so on and so forth, right? It's kind of self-explanatory. Z Battle is the beyond awakening, as I like to put it, for certain characters. Obviously, this Super Gogeta can awaken further. This Matt Stain can awaken, so on and so forth. Again, some events are easier than others. We'll be doing some of these for stones because the first 10 stages are not that bad. But they're, like, for example, if we click on Cell, we can go and then he'll show, like, what he's weak against. So super AGL units will do increased damage and not receive that much damage, and any future saga category characters, and if they share both of them, even better. So it's to further awaken this guy to 140 and max out a super from the 120, and basically redoes his whole passive and stuff like that. We will be focusing on some of this, and if we go down towards the very bottom, our Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta is here, man. And Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta is insane. Any Super Saiyan 3 characters or AGL super characters are very good. Since we got that Super Saiyan 3 SR Bardock, he's going to be very important for this stage to make sure we can get up to a certain point. But you can see his full passive. He gets a reduction in damage by 80% for 10 turns. And he's a 100%, 120% attack when a character is stunned, and he stuns himself, so that's good. But you really want him for his damage reduction and the increased turns and his stats and whatever, right? He also has a sub Easy A, which is the tech version of him, which is not that bad. He could definitely be better, but he gets overshadowed by this guy a lot. So we'll be doing a lot of these events just for stones as we go along, and you'll see me do those, right? So it's like, where do we start first? So the first thing you should absolutely do if you really want a basis is summon. Like, you get 100 stones right off the bat. I'm pretty sure you'll save up 50 and just go and summon for units, man, on any of the banners that you want. Some banners are more valuable than others, sure, but if you really like and going for the unit and you like the roster of units, go for it. The game is yours to play however you wish to see. You can hear as many opinions as you want, but it's totally falls down to what you want to do. And what I want to do right now first is I want to level up as much as possible. So here's another thing. The cost of units. This is by far one of the most annoying things to get. So say even if you summon for units and say you pull the best units in the game and say somehow you fully awaken them, you can't run them on a team together if the cost of the units exceed your team cost. There are only a very handful of ways to level up your team cost. One of those, and the more guaranteed way of doing it, is just by simply leveling up. Akatsuki sometimes gives you team cost. I don't remember the last time they did. I've been at such a high team cost on my main account for so long, it doesn't really matter. And certain currency in the game gives you team cost, but those certain events that give you team cost give you very little and are so valuable a resource that it's not worth doing. The best way to get high team cost is to just play the game. I'm being totally honest with you, but you know what I mean? And as we go, you don't need to get to level 350 to run a bunch of LRs. Really, you don't. Back when I played JP Dokkan back in their 6-year anniversary, when this anniversary happened for them 6 months ago, I started a brand new account and I got to level like 110, and I was able to run like two full LRs and like one Dokkan Fest. So I had a huge team cost, and I was totally fine. So it's not without reach, and you can definitely like do a team cost effectively, so you can still run a really nice team and still run some of your favorite units, but not exceed that team cost. And obviously, I'll show you ways to level up faster. And obviously, right now is a very good time to grind up rank, because if we go to the start tab and we go to the quest area, it's a 4 times XP when doing these. So I turn scenario off because it just tells the story and nobody knows what the story's about. Nobody knows. But it's like you could go through the story and you'll level up and you'll get a bunch of XP, you'll get a bunch of stones, and it's kind of a mindless, like, yeah, I need stones. I don't really feel like doing this stuff, so let me just grind some stones. Dokkan, the best thing about Dokkan is that you can play very passively. You can play while watching anime, playing Halo, playing this, eating on your lunch break. You know what I mean? Like, you could definitely, for sure, play Dokkan passively, and that's how I love to play, and that's why I love Dokkan. There's a lot of other gacha games out there that require your full attention. Sorry, I'm just stretching because I've been sitting for a while. They require your full attention, and Dokkan's kind of one of those mindless, like, I'm gonna just click this, you know what I mean? So I've prolonged me playing for like an hour and a half. I've been recording. So let's go into the growth tab real quick, and let's start with something really basic. So the once per day training in the clouds, this will give you a bunch of XP for a beginner and give you some generic training items and such, right? So picking out your team, these are all like just a bunch of level 1 people, man. Oh my god, this is so bad. But an easy way to try to find characters. So the whole point of team building is to find basically the exact same leader that you have for the team that you have. So we have a Kamehameha leader, so we want to find another AGL Gohan to basically give a bigger boost to all of our characters here, except the bottom 2 because they're not on the team, but we need to fill up the roster, right? If you don't fill out your team, you run Cybermen, and Cybermen are the weakest characters in the game outside from like nothing. You know what I mean? So you want to go ahead and you want to go ahead and fill out this roster. But an easy way to fill out this roster, if you go to filter, you can go to category, and then you can choose and find, okay, I need a defensive justice character. So it'll filter out your friends list to anybody running defensive justice characters. But we need a Kamehameha leader, and dude, there's so many people that have AGL Gohan, and as you level up, you get people with even better boxes than you, and more diverse and more overpowered friend units. And friend characters that you bring do not affect your team cost. So you can run a very basic team, but have like LR, Master Ultras, and Goku as your friend leader, and he won't do anything but just one-shot everything that comes in front of you for the most part, right? So let's click Kamehameha, and you can click OK. You can also filter by the type you want. So our Gohan's AGL, and he's a super class, so we're gonna go ahead and click that and hit OK. So he's not here, dude. Oh my god. So let's take away the 2 AGL and the super class, and let's click OK. Dude, like, there's nobody. This is so bad, dude. Oh my god, there's so many Super Saiyan 4s, dude. Oh my god. Yo, what, dude? There's so many Super Saiyan 4 Gokus. What the fuck? Wow, okay. Let's go Super AGL. Wow, that's insane, dude. That's crazy, bro. We need to get at it. We need to get out of this level group. Dude, there's no freaking way. All right, so I guess we're screwed, right? Now, for a lot of you, sometimes you won't find the units, so I just kind of pick a very good unit. Super Saiyan, this AGO Super Saiyan 4 Goku is good. Obviously, the new anniversary Goku is good. If you can find a copy Gohan, that's good. But I'm gonna go for the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. because there's nothing. Okay, so here's our tab. So here you can swap teams if you know what to run, if you want to know what to run. Your support items is kind of like, there's a bunch of support items in the game. You can see he recovers 2,500 HP. So we're going to go ahead and take our support item in, even if it's bad. Support memories are a new item added to Dokkan with this anniversary for global. And basically what they do is each one has a certain effect that allow you to, and you know, they have the requirements and they give you a small boost. They're more useful than you think, right? So let's take in none of them because I want to save them for something else, and let's go and start. Dude, it's hot in my room right now. All right, so here we go. So it's basically like a little you know, you want to make sure you click the correct number of, and this is randomly generated, right? So let's go. We want to get, so he has 3. So there's support items, there's training items, which are the purple ones, the support items. So the blue capsules, the training items are the red capsules, and the awakening medals in general are the purple capsules, just to give you a little bit of overview. So now this is our first rotation, dude, in 3 episodes, man. So so this is our team, right? If you look at the character, if you hold on to the character icon, you can see what they link up with. So obviously the unit in the middle is getting links from both, but the ones at each other's ends will not link with each other. So for example, if we click on the Gohan, he only has prepare for battle with this Goku. But if we move this Goku over here, then this Gohan has Super Saiyan, Saiyan Warrior Race and Golden Warrior with this Vegeta. This Vegeta shares all of that with that Gohan, and over in a flash with this Goku. Obviously, if you click on the bottom right screen with this little wheel of characters, you can click on there and basically shows all your characters on your team. And if you click on the character, you can kind of go to the profile of the character and kind of look at. But it basically gives you your attack, the defense of the character, the little stat boosts that they have, you know, so attack increase, defense increase, or ki increase, that based on ki. That's based upon the links. So if we switch them over here, you know what I mean? It's the same thing, right? So rotations. So here's the other thing. The first 2 characters, this one and this one, any characters here will stay on your rotation. Any character you put out to the side like this will get flown out. So the basis is to have 2 characters on rotation that work very well together, that defense well together, that attack well together, and to off-rotate characters. Now, there's a million strategy guides out there for how you should do certain rotations, but I'm going to do how I played the game. So at the bottom corner right here, it's your turn screen. You can't really see it, but it's like towards the menu item right here. It's your turn count. We're on turn 1. And then another thing you can see is on the top screen right here. You can't actually see, but it's that, I want to say pentagon, right? That's the 5-sided, right? I'm going to say pentagon, even if I'm wrong. It shows you like, so physical is super effective against int, so on and so forth. But if you go backwards, it's what they will take the most damage from. Type effective and type not dude, I'm like losing my words. But physical units will take more damage, will take increased damage from STR units. STR units will take increased damage from AGL units, and so on and so forth. You kind of go backwards to see their weaknesses, and you can kind of go forward to see their advantages. Now, if you fight a character that is same typing, it's type neutral, nothing really happens. You don't get an increase and you don't get a decrease. Certain characters have boosts that make them effective against all types. So a lot of Gogeta units, if not all Gogeta units, have that effective against all types. A lot of other characters in the game get that boost, but it's here and far between. As we go along the game, we'll get characters that'll do those things. So let's go ahead and play with the account. So if it's the same color of your character, so super, so our character is STR, and if we go here and we click on this, we'll get 6 ki, but it's not actually 6 ki. If you go with the same type as your character, if you go with the orbs that are the same type as your character, you get double XP. Rainbow orbs give you 1 base regardless of your typing, unless your character has a passive skill that gives you increased ki per rainbow orb. Now, there's a lot of that in the game now. Again, we'll get there when we get there, right? So let's go ahead and hit the STR orbs for Goku. And now we have Gohan here. And we can just click there. And then Vegeta's not going to get the super attack, even if... So we're going to get 5 ki, but it's 3 red, so that's 6. So we're going to get 7. No, we're going to get... Yeah, we're going to get 8. Yeah, we're going to get 8 orbs, but it's not enough for him to super, but that's okay. Our Ultra Instinct Goku is going to attack him, and he's most likely going to one-shot him, because this Popo is not supposed to be difficult. He's supposed to be there. So, as you complete events, anything that requires stamina, your character's link levels will increase. Obviously, it's a small increase to the power of the link, but the general premise is this is a very passive thing. So as you do anything in the game that requires stamina, some events require stamina but don't give you links, like the World Tournament, and those are very far between, right? You'll increase, and that's how you level your characters beyond any awakenings, any Z awakenings, is maxing out their links. You know what I mean? And I'll tell you this from now: do not focus on links. Those are a passive thing you'll get here and there. So let's go ahead and let's get awakening medals. That's what I need. And we got lucky. Sweet. And we got super lucky. We cleared the first stage. We are going to level up for the first time after 4 episodes. Woo! How many times are we going to level up? 1. Wow, look at all that. This looks impressive now, but believe me, you're not going to see this crazy high level spree for very long. Oh, damn it. I clicked too fast. But as you level up, you'll get increase to your stamina, increase to your box space, and increase to your team cost as you level up. And then obtainable rewards and stuff like that. And we can send a friend request to this guy, but we're not going to do that because he's level 1. I don't really plan on seeing him ever again. We can click on the mission tab, and then we can see, oh, we cleared it once. So tomorrow when we come back, or in a couple hours when we come back, you know, we can get rewards up to this point. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and back out here, and let's go hit the Korin training. Actually, no. Not him just yet. Let's go to the turtle school training. Oh, sweet, we got Gohan. Sweet, let's go in. So I skipped over it because we don't have a lot, but there are certain certain events in the game that if you run very specific teams, you can get a lot of boosted rewards, if that makes any sense. So we want to go for as many of them as we possibly can, because at this point we need as many as possibly can. We want to go for the silver ones and the gold ones, but we're getting very lucky and we're getting a lot of these ones. Obviously, I'm explaining a lot and I'm going very slow and the videos are kind of long, but as we go about it, I'm literally just going to be talking about stuff and figuring stuff out. So if we go here, he links up well there, but if we go here, he gets that. I mean, so let's just do that. We're not gonna get anything from this, dude. Interesting. Alright. Come on, Goku. Yeah, he's gonna finish it. He has type advantage and he's super attack, so. Boom. You get 2 training items, but every time you complete this specific Roshi event, we get turtle shells, and turtle shells give 300,000 XP. One of the most common training items in the game, and one of the most valuable ones. Is it the most valuable one? No. So see, we got team cost, maximum team cost increase to 184. Obviously, we started at 150. We're up 34 level. We're up 34 after we leveled up. We only did 2 events, right? So See, team cost leveling up is very important. You get money, you get friend points, very small dosage of friend points, but see, you get awakening. And these are the premium turtle shells, 300,000. You gotta be very careful how you spend those, man. You get an abundance of them as you play the game, right? But it's not the biggest thing in the world. If you click on the event, let's click on the, oh, we can't. Let's actually click on, let's click on the World Tournament one. Because we got to jump in here and get the Hercule statue. If you look at the roster, right, if you click up in the top screen right here, you click the effect, and it basically tells you bonus drop rate. If you run any World Tournament unit, which we don't have any of, if you run any of this, you get an increased boost to this stat, and it's basically every 100 you get is 100. You know, it's an increased drop rate for the next pool of rewards, right? But we don't have any of those characters, so we don't have to worry about it. Let's go ahead and go into this. Let's go into this World Tournament one so we can get some money. To get more money. Some events will have a different boss than Hercule or Master Roshi and stuff like that. And it's basically, if you get those, you're just going to get bonus items is all it is. And it's just an extra battle. But none of these events are that difficult to where you need to worry about any of that stuff. So, you know, it's kind of like a small little nice boost, if that makes any sense. Dude, he pairs up so well with this Gohan. So, look at that. 56,000, bro. I'm meta. Dude, it's so bad. Obviously, as we are now, it's fine, dude. It's perfectly fine. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna end up the video here soon, but let's go here. So the Pam event is a very, very important event. This gives you a bunch of XP. Make sure you do this once a week. Now it requires base stamina. And you must raise your stamina to get, obviously, the higher tier you do, the more XP you get. But our first big milestone is 30 here, but we're at 28, so we can't do this event just yet. We're gonna level up here soon to where we can come back and do that. This beginner guides, we're gonna have to do that here soon. The once per day, the once per week Whis event, you want to do this as soon as possible. Unfortunately, the Kamehameha, where is it, dude? Even after all these years of playing, this tab still, there it is. This tab still, like, wow, really? Wow. Okay. Let's go. Let's just go this Goku. Why not, right? Okay, we got Whis. If it's Beerus, you're guaranteed a gold equip. I'll go over equips as we get to them. Hopefully we get a. Okay, we got some gold, some bronze and some silver ones. So when we get to level 50 and unlock the potential system, we can throw some equips on some of our units. You actually have to beat this one. Damn. Gonna have to do this. So now we're able to do that and do that. So maneuvering the bubbles to fall down, orbs to fall down so you can get good rotations is one thing. You might have to sacrifice a unit to make sure your other units super attack, which is important. Okay, we're leveling up our Gohan, which is good. We got very lucky on getting that 2 Gohans, dude. I swear, man. My luck on my JP side, dude, was very freaking good. But then I play my main account, and it's like, yeah, no, we're not gonna give you anything because you suck. You know, screw you, man. See, now our team costs increase, and our stamina is at 30. You know what that means, right? And we got some equips. Don't worry about that just right now. We need to get to level 50 before we can do anything with them, and I'll explain more in depth when we get to that point. So let's go ahead and do the Pam event, and this will be the last video. This will be the last event we do for right now, and in the start of the next one we'll start off with one. So she has 3 paths. The best path is the middle one for the gold of every single one. So a gold support, a gold awakening, and a gold training item. That's the best one. The characters are Cybermen that you don't need or use. So you can't deal any real damage to her, so we're just gonna go ahead and just click whatever just to get through. She has a 100% damage reduction skill. There's nothing you can do about the game. People have tried to kill her. No one has ever succeeded. I'll tell you that for free. Even with the unit that can completely one-shot if it passive activates, have not done her justice, if that makes any sense. What percentage am I at? At 34%. Ooh, my tablet was damn, we got some good links. All right, we got some this was at 100% about 2 hours ago. Oh dude, we got lucky and got 1-on-1. Sweet. All right, so I think there's one more daily we want to knock out real quick, and I'll put this in this video. But we're level, dude, she's gonna give up a bunch of ranking up, so it might be on the screen for a little bit. Because she gives a... Oh, she didn't really give that much. Well, it is to 30. But that's okay. I should probably friend these Gohans. And then there's a 100 one, but you need 100 base stamina, which, dude, even on my GP side, I'm not there yet. So it takes a little bit to get there, but that gives you the most. This is a brand new skill over event for Universal Survival. I mean, Reps of Universe 7 category units. There are specific orbs for only those units on that category, but it's important to do this because there's certain anniversary missions that are tied to this event here. We'll finish this up and then we'll end off with damn. Orbs were not on my side that time. I've got a one say thing. Ooh, I say one thing, man. Like, the music in Dokkan is badass, man. I love the music of the OST of Dokkan. The OSTs of Dokkan. They're so nice. Highly recommend go on YouTube and watch some of them. All right. So we finished up our dailies, which is good. We finished up our dailies. We finished up our weeklies. At least for today, right? We're going to level up a bunch again. Our stamina resets every time we level up. Those are a bunch of skill orbs. And we cleared the stage. We got 10 coins. Let's go to the home tab. Let's go to the mission tab. And we should... Dude, we have a bunch of missions. Let's go ahead and click all accept. Our rewards are more Gokus, more ticket summons, more, you know what I mean? You get a lot of stuff. So let's go ahead and do that. And we got some Hercule statues, so let's go ahead and sell those to get more money. I believe we don't have enough for a multi, and we don't have enough for that, so I'll leave that alone. But what we do have is even better. But we're gonna save off for that for the next video because we are kind of running oh, we got a gift. We're kind of running long on this video, so like always, these are lengthy videos in the beginning, but I promise they'll get lower, they'll get more concise. So thank you for watching. Like, I really appreciate you guys watching until the end of the video. I hope this little series is going well for you guys. I apologize for that small cut. This video is going to be a little bit long, but that's okay. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.